Hi there everyone, welcome back to On the Flip Side. My name is Adam Shawalker, your host, and today we're going to be checking out this new single from the Mars Volta, Vigil. I did just put up a video on the last Mars Volta single that dropped at the beginning of July, which I didn't realize had released, so had I known this single was coming around so quickly, I might have waited a little bit just to do this single instead of both of them. But hey, this one's out now, so we're going to check it out. And I have, over the past week or so, taken some time to really dig more into the Mars Volta back catalog. I've been really enjoying Amputecture as well as the Bedlam and Goliath. I've also dug into Nocturnicate a little bit, which is definitely what a lot of these singles are kind of leaning towards, in my opinion. It definitely seems like the last two singles, Blacklight Shine and Graveyard Love, are really leaning towards that latter end of the Mars Volta discography. It is kind of interesting picking things up this far into their career. Like I said before, I am not really the most familiar with the Mars Volta. I've really only gotten into them a lot more recently than most people, so it's interesting to kind of check out the later material and, be able to immediately jump into these new singles and just kind of see, this feels like definitely a lot more in line with the later stuff, maybe even kind of a development or a step away from some of their earlier material, but not necessarily in a bad way. It's actually, I quite like it. I think it's nice to come in a little bit less predisposed to one material or the other from these guys, because I'm really enjoying some of these singles. I know that some people I've talked to have not been the biggest fan of this avenue that the band has been going down with these new sets of singles. So we're going to check out Vigil, and we're going to see what the deal is. I am anticipating another one of these shorter tracks. It's a little bit poppier, maybe a little bit less in your face with the overwhelming proggy stuff. A little bit more electronic is kind of what I'm assuming it's going to be. And yeah, we're going to give that a listen. I'll come right back to you. Well, I was not expecting this single to be quite as stripped back and as much of a departure, really, as it is from their earlier material. I mean, the first two singles here are definitely indicative of that. There are some serious shifts towards a little bit more of a simplified sound, but I think of the three singles that have come out this far, this latest one is definitely my least favorite of the trio. And there's things that I do like here. I do like a lot of the little electronic touches and production choices, but a lot of this is just kind of bland. I mean, as far as the lyrics go, fairly forgettable. The instrumental is pretty good. I do like what the guitar is doing at a lot of points, but it's definitely failed to capture my attention, at least nearly as much as the older material does, that is just kind of way up in your face, and frankly kind of overwhelming, which this is just not any of those things. And from the angle that they're approaching this at, they're doing a pretty good job of making some softer, more straightforward, softer rock songs, but I can't really see much of an appeal to these guys at this point, or at least to this song. It feels a lot like they are underutilizing themselves when they could be doing something a little bit more. I can't really think of any other ways to just say a little bit better. Yeah, not so sure about this single. I'm really wondering what's going to happen with this album. I'm really wondering if maybe they're kind of faking us out with some shorter tracks just to kind of say, hey, these are the quicker songs. Maybe there's going to be longer songs on the album, but I don't know, man. This is definitely a weird track. Yeah, I'm definitely still familiarizing myself with the back catalog of the Mars Volta. I am enjoying most of what I hear, but there's just certain moments where this kind of sound, this newer sound, I feel would fit in with some of the older tracks, but if this is all that's going to be on the new album, then I'm not really sure how to feel about that, because these songs aren't really bad. They're definitely just okay. So yeah, fingers crossed that we get something a little bit more substantial for the final release. Let me know what you guys think of this track and the other singles in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, check out my Instagram, my Reverb, and my Depop. Links to those are in the description below. Thank you all so much again, and we'll see you on the flip side.